So I played a bunch of 8-mans earlier where I think I won at least the vast majority of the die rolls, if not all of them, but I think I've lost all 3 in this, which is not the worst. Oh no, I won. Yeah, no, I think I did lose all 3, but whatever. Still winning, who cares? First hand was obviously bad, this hand is fine. Drawing double of the same basic certainly stinks when I'm trying to cast 3-color cards. And we have a Jungle Hollow. Is this the Johnny's Pride Mate Abzan deck? We shall see. Can't think of any other reason why you play Jungle Hollow. I guess Temple of Malady is like 15 tickets. I guess this could be Green Devotion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Temple of Malady is like 15 tickets. It's insane. Alright, so we start off by drawing a Jeskai card, which is not great, and then a 5-drop. So right now we're not sitting on a bunch of castables. We have mostly uncastables, but Hushwing Gryff is certainly going to be pretty good against this deck. The thing that I'm worried about the most certainly is Pelucranos, because that guy is large. But it looks like our opponent is kind of stuck on lands. Or is playing a Courser, I'm not sure. Oh no. Whip of Air. Oh, okay. This doesn't seem like Devotion anymore. I know some of the Devotion decks the PT played 1 Whip, but I don't know. Oh, another Jeskai card. Beautiful. Exactly what I wanted. That's alright. Hopefully this Hushwing Gryff can carry us, assuming he is the Doomwake Giant deck, but we'll see. Yeah, he's shown a lot of black manas, but I don't know why he would have Voyaging Satyr if he wasn't a Nykthos deck. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I would assume that that's the case. It's kind of weird that also he's not doing anything, but, you know. I'm certainly fine with that, unless he's got some tricks up his sleeve. I don't like tricks. No tricks. Ooh, Rabblemaster. That's a card I can cast. So we shall. Get that guy in there, and then exercise our right to use the attack with all creatures button. Hiya. Just taking it? No tricks? What do you have? Some See the Unwrittens? Hornet Queens? Just mono 10 drops. Yeah, this looks like a 6. So See the Unwritten probably, hopefully not into anything too crazy. And I was right. So smart. Pelucranos. Oh man. Yeah, that card's good with Whip. He didn't really get anything. Alright. So I think we're in business. Mountain. I could attack with everything. He'll probably block Rabblemaster, and then I could +1 my guys. But then he can just whip back the Pelucranos. I don't really want to do that. I think I'm fine just doing this and attacking him for a bunch. Puts him to 4. And we can cast Stoke and Jeskai Charm next turn. We have coverage against Doomwake Giant thanks to the Gryff. So I'm not sure what he could really have to get out of this situation. another See the Unwritten? Or is this a Hornet Queen when you don't realize that I have a Griffin play? That seems more likely. That is a Hornet Queen. That is just a 2/2 creature, buddy. Alright. Game 2. Hushwing Griff. Kinda doing work. If that was a Burmese, certainly could not cast that. So God's Willings are probably bricks. It looks like Erase is going to be good against Doomwake and whatnot. Fields and Strokes are likely good. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to be trying to attack their mana guys. I feel like it's a decent amount, but I don't know. There's like no 3 toughness thing, so I think Jet is slightly better than Strike here. And I think I want to keep in all the Rabble Masters, because those can get out of control. Seeker is not that great. Elspeth is probably pretty reasonable. Not sure if I'm supposed to cut all these Seekers. Maybe I'm not. Last time I kept them all in, and they're pretty good. 2-drops are a rarity. And as such, they end up being pretty good when you actually have them, even though these kind of have diminishing returns, because I'd rather draw 1 and some spells rather than 2. But I think we just cut Stokes from there. Could possibly cut the Stoke for a dig. But I'm kind of over that. I think I just want to clear the way and beat them down. Yeah, we're going to do this. See what happens. Again, don't really know how to sideboard. Kind of just figuring it out as we go along. So yeah, in the meantime, just kind of chilling here. I've not lost a game yet, which has been nice. It's weird because sometimes when you're not losing, like say you just play a bunch and you win all your games, sometimes you just don't learn very much, if anything. But in this case, I've been behind in enough of the games that I feel like I'm still learning a decent amount, so that's been cool. Here we have another one-lander. It has a lot of our good spells in this matchup, but can't really keep it. We have another one-lander, but this one might be keepable. Certainly not good, but keepable. I don't have a really good feel yet for how well these 3-color decks with 24 lands can mull to 5 and like how realistically they can expect to win those games. Whereas this hand has 3 removal spells and a Seeker, and that's kind of good. It just could end up being pretty bad if he like gets to stick a big guy and cast a See the Unwritten, or even just cast a See the Unwritten, really. I don't have a way to attack his mana guys, but I'm going to keep this. I don't think it's good, but I think my chances of winning are higher than just mulling to 5. Excuse me. Alright, so we're in there. This will actually be a game. This will certainly be a game now. And I think I just have to fetch Island here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. It's gonna be painful, but matchup is generally not much of a race. I think for the most part, if they're beating me pretty badly. So I don't really mind taking a bunch of damage. It's not like they're siege rhinoing me or anything, you know. So this looks like a Plukranos. It could also be an Eidolon. It is a Plukranos. I think I'm more fine with that. I don't know if they're bringing in like Reclamation Sage or anything to blow up these enchantments. Why do I keep drawing that other island? What are these cats doing? They're just playing in boxes. Alright. That's acceptable. Continue on, cats. Yeah, so hopefully the suspension field doesn't die, but certainly would not be shocked if it does. Then, not sure what I really want my opponent to play this turn. Courser is reasonable, not super threatening, you know. Gets an extra card off it, which is kind of annoying. But still, relatively harmless. So, Sylvan Caryatid building up for that big finish. Draw White Source. Hushwing Griff. Alright, now we have a question. It is a question of what is going to happen next turn. There are 7 mana available. Hornet Queen is certainly a thing. Not too worried about Doomwake Giant as of yet, because it doesn't kill anything. So I have a couple options. First one is bluff attack into this Courser, and he has so much mana that I feel like he just blocks. I could be wrong, though. If he blocks, bad things happen. But he's at 18. I have not a lot going on, and he has a bunch of life, and I need to start working on that. So I'm going to bluff through 2 points of damage, which is great. And then I'm just going to keep this Griff mana open. It is pretty obvious, I think, especially since he won game 1, but gotta do what we gotta do. If I had an extra white there, I probably would have erased his Courser, but I'm not sure. The whip is kind of scary. I know they probably only have one, maybe another one on the sideboard, but at this point, Courser is something worth killing, I think. Okay, so Voyaging Satyr is in. That means 7 mana is not available. So this looks like a See the Unwritten. Interesting that the Courser is staying on D after it didn't block last turn. Doomwake Giant, I'm just going to go ahead and Griff that. Okay, and now we can probably make something happen. So I would be fine erasing the Doomwake Giant, letting him keep the Courser, at least for now. Just because Doomwake Giant is bigger, it's actually putting me on a clock. I don't think he's going to be able to remove this Griff, and even if I basically don't think the ETB for Doomwake Giant is ever going to do anything, since I have the Griff. But it is bigger. It allows me to attack this turn, assuming Magic Online lets me attack, and it doesn't have me skip my attack, so we're going to try and not skip our attack step. Okay. Here they come. I think he's got him priced into blocking, and he does. That's fine. Really just wanted my 3 life. Didn't expect him to not block. So. Alright, this is cool. I played some Green Devotion, and this is what happens. You get a bunch of mana, you might play some extra lands off a Courser, but then you end up just drawing mana creatures, and it stinks. So unless his hand is pretty good, I like my spot. Bioblight the Seeker. Okay. That's kind of crazy. I feel like the Griff is giving him more of an issue. Be interesting to see if the Griff also gets a Bioblight, and that gives me like something I actually have to play around too. I don't think I have the luxury of actually playing around it though, which kind of stinks. So I'm just going to go ahead and walk into this. And, you know, hopefully nothing bad happens. So far, so good. Griffs are in there. Again, performing above Brimaz in this matchup. So 2-1. 2-1. Also would not have been able to cast them on turn 3 if they're Brimaz's, so certainly another selling point. And I don't think I have to really do anything here. I could certainly Suspension Field the Courser. That could be worth it. Because I do have exactly 10 points of burn in my hand. Between like this 6 and the attack steps. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it so he can't gain a life here. I know his draw step. His card has not interacted with my board at all. So I think we're golden. If something like Hornet Queen comes down as just a 2-2, that's a mild annoyance. That's a Satyr he drew, so presumably, I don't even know what the card in his hand could be. I was giving it the old college try, trying to beat me down with these little guys. I don't think it's gonna work though. Yeah. Just top them both. And I'm firing this off right now so you can't... I don't think you could cord for anything, especially since I have Griffs in play. I don't know when he could have to respond to this. But I feel like I should do this when he just doesn't have mana open. So, alright, that's it. 3-0 so far. Undefeated in games. Hushwing Griff doing a bunch of work. So, everything is looking pretty good so far.